Welcome to another episode of Mini Mindset Makeover. I am your host, Chris Madrigal, transformational mindset coach, and I am excited to bring these bite-sized weekly episodes that will surely fuel your mind and desire to grow from within. Now, these episodes are geared to rewire your brain to live a more happy and prosperous life. And when put into practice, you will achieve a daily state of clarity, balance, and fulfillment so that you can achieve big lifetime goals. So if you're ready, let's dive right in. And today is episode 4, and it's all about ditching the labels. And what the heck do I mean by that? Listen, we all do it. We place different labels on ourselves and maybe even on our loved ones. And let's face it, many of those labels may not be positive ones. I've heard people say, I am so fat. I am so ugly. I am so stubborn. You're so lazy. I'm so lazy. You're this, you're that. Listen to me closely. Please stop. Stop saying negative things about yourself or someone you love because we become what we think about. You become what you think about. And if you're constantly placing negative labels on yourself, you will ultimately believe it. If you're constantly placing negative labels on a child, they will believe it. And this doesn't only apply to negative labels, it can apply to any type of labels, if you will. So let me give you an example. Um, I've had people ask me what I mean when I say my daughters who have a 22q deletion syndrome diagnosis, why I say that they have a variety of needs versus special needs. And it's plain and simple. I don't like labels. And by me saying that they have special needs, I am inadvertently placing a label on them. And it's pretty simple. 22q deletion syndrome does not define who they are. It's simply a diagnosis. And by the same token, while the rest of the world may sit there and say that they are children with special needs, I say they have a variety of needs. Imagine what would happen if I would constantly be saying in front of my girls, oh, I have children with special needs. I have girls with special needs. They have special needs. They're going to start to question, what does that mean? Am I different? Is something wrong with me? When in reality, we are all uniquely different. I have my own needs. My husband has his needs. My son has his needs. All of our needs vary, and they vary substantially. So when they ask, when my girls ask, for example, why did I have open heart surgery? Why do I only have one kidney? Why do I go to these different therapies? I just say, because you have a 22q diagnosis and it affected that area of your body. So watch what you say, my friends. Watch those words closely and ditch every freaking label that you've ever placed on yourself, that you currently place on yourself, that you place on others. It could be as simple also as a story that you say on repeat. Think about it. And I've been super guilty of this, of walking around saying, I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed. Oh my gosh, I have so much to do. I'm so overwhelmed. I've done that a lot. Well, guess what? If I continue to tell myself, I'm so overwhelmed, I will be overwhelmed. Instead, when you catch yourself placing a label on yourself, a label on others, or simply have a negative thought, flip that switch. So instead of saying, I'm so overwhelmed, why don't you flip that and say, there's plenty of time. There is plenty of time. And even try that right now. If you tell yourself, I'm so overwhelmed, you almost start to feel that sense of anxiety starting to brew within you. If instead you just say, okay, there's plenty of time, things will get done, there's plenty of time, it almost just calms your body down. So flip that switch. Instead of saying, oh, I'm so fat, say, I'm working on getting healthier. Instead of saying, oh, I hate my wrinkles, say, I'm so thankful for the years that I've been able to spend with my loved ones. Instead of telling your loved ones, you're so stubborn, maybe you say something like, hey, can we look at it from a different angle, from a different view? You get it. You totally get it. When you say something over and over again, that gets embedded in your mind. It gets embedded in the mind of the other person you're telling. And you carry that with you for the rest of your life until you break that cycle or break that belief. Now, did you know that our brain is not capable of knowing the difference between what's real and what is not? Similar to when you play out a negative scene in your mind, your body starts to respond in a negative way. You're playing a negative scene, you start to feel that stress and anxiety because your brain can't tell if the story in your mind is real or is not. So it is reacting in that negative way. So stop feeding your brain negative thoughts, negative labels, because what you feed your mind with repetition gets embedded in your subconscious mind. All right. And your subconscious mind, it's what has you running on autopilot. It's what has you believing the things that you say about yourself. Your subconscious mind is also known as your paradigm. And your paradigm is simply your programming, your beliefs, your assumptions, and the thoughts that have been embedded in you since the moment you were born. So that's why when we say certain things, for example, to our children, since they're young, that's what they've been hearing and they believe it because now it's been fed into their subconscious mind and they just believe that automatically. And look, I get it. It can be hard to change the way you think, but if you're ready to hit reset and to change the programming brick by brick from the inside out, then reach out to me. Excuse me. Send me a message. Use the words mindset makeover, and I'll share with you how working with me as your coach, I can help you build a new paradigm and change that habitual thinking and any negative thought that you have on yourself so that you can achieve that mindset transformation. And remember, ditch those freaking labels. All right, friends? Okay, now go put this mini mindset makeover into practice. Share it with your friends. Talk about it with others. Share what you've learned in social media because when you get to explain things and teach it to others, you get to learn it twice. And repetition is the key to success. All right, my friends, go out and have a fantastic day. And remember, it's up to you.